Okay. Hey, you guys. I think I'm good. I am excited to be here with you. Oh, am I on mute?
You're muted, Stacey, if you're looking for me.
Am I? Am I on mute?
You're replaying the video. Just push it on the next.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Hey, you guys. I think I'm good. I'm gonna get off. Hold on a second. Excited to be here with you. Oh, am I on mute?
You're muted, Stacey, if you're looking for me.
Am I? Okay. I have no idea what's going on.
You're replaying the video. Just push it on the next.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. Hey guys, I think I'm good. I am excited to be here with you. Oh, am I on mute? Am I? Okay. I think it's still playing. It's so weird. How do you even do that? Okay. Here we go. Am I? Okay. It's still playing. It's so weird. Excited to be with you. Am I? Okay. It's still playing. Oh, it's the video is still playing in the background. That's what it is. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. 1 second. Okay. I'm almost there. I got it. I'm going to do this. Okay. 1 second. No longer on Zoom. Issue. Okay. See her? Oh, it's the video. Is still background. See her? Let's see. I think I need to. 1 second. I don't understand this. Okay. I'm almost there. I got it. I'm gonna do this. Okay. 1 second. Okay. No, we're on Zoom. She's okay. See her. Oh, it's the video. Let's see her. There we go. I found it. Yes. 1 second. I think I'm good. Okay. No. I'm almost there. Got it. Okay. Hello. I think I'm good. Okay. I'm good? Okay, good. Okay, so hey you guys, so I did mention that this would be a little messy because I am do the thing and new stuff is always hard. And I feel like I still hear something in the background for some reason. Are you able to still hear me? And I just need to ignore what's ever in the background. Thank you so much. I love you, Cap Show, by the way. I promise this will be great once I figure out this tech piece here. I'm good. Okay, using a brand new platform for me. So I did mention that this would be a little messy because I do the thing. And new stuff is always hard. It's like an echo. I feel like I still hear something in the background. Turn this off. I'll be 1 second here. I just need to ignore what's in the background. Okay, I'm just closing everything out to see. By the way, I promise great once I figure out this piece here. Okay, using a brand new platform for me. 1 second here. Would be a little messy. I do the thing. And new stuff is always hard. That going on in the background? An echo of my voice. Yeah, I hear it too. Where is it coming from? That's the question. Let's see. There's that. I'm just closing everything out, and then I'm gonna tell you how you can unleash your content beast. Because what's great about when you do content is you're gonna be a little bit messy while you figure out stuff. Oh, did I get it? Oh my gosh, I think I got it. We did it. I did it. All right. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Stacey Lauren, and I'm the founder of the Do the Thing community. And then I also run the Do the Thing podcast. And here's the thing that happens with creating content and unleashing your content beast is sometimes you just have to be willing to try new things that are out of your comfort zone and that you haven't done before, and be able to just go for it. And that actually is the thing that creates the coolest content, because who wants people to be perfect anyway? Like, no one wants you to like live in this like perfection vacuum. When we do that, like what's happening is people are like seeing this version of you that doesn't even exist, because life is messy. Life isn't perfect. And so that's one of the things I love to do, is help people unleash this part of themselves that can be scary and might look dumb, and you might be like worried about who's going to say this about your thing. But honestly, it doesn't matter, because if they're not someone that can, handle if something isn't perfect, or if things go awry, then that's not your person anyway. And so I just wanted to like start with the acknowledgement of how happy I am that we were able to start the first show for Cap Show and for Do the Thing with being able to just start it off a little messy, because it's like gonna give you permission to be messy too. So that is where we're starting with unleashing your content beast, is just knowing that it is okay to just figure things out sometimes and then get better each time. And so that's what we're talking about right now. So we're talking about unleashing your content beast. And this is something I love helping people do, because a lot of people think that you have to go live on Instagram or on YouTube, like what I'm doing now, and that's where you start. But you don't. I really want people to know that you can really meet yourself where you are when it comes to your content, and not feel like you have to be like all over the place, putting yourself out there. You can start really simple, and especially with a tool like Capshow, you're able to just be really messy, and sometimes even, I like to say, like throw up your thoughts. But you could do it on a simple device like a phone, and you could put a voice recording and basically just say whatever it is that you want on the voice recording. So I'll give you an example. Let's say what I want to do is this show gets launched is I'll be finding my voice with this show. You guys will see I'll get more and more comfortable with being able to use the tech, and then eventually I'll know how to even go to the comments. Right now I don't even know where to go, but I'm gonna figure it out probably by the next time, and be able to like interact with you and answer any questions. And sometimes I'm going to be bringing you on with me, and we'll be talking together and playing together, because that's the whole point of creating content, is we want to not just create content, we want to create conversations that are just really beautiful, with being able to connect on the things that we love connecting with. And so a really easy way to get your content started is just to record a simple voice note on your phone, and you can ask yourself a question like, what is something I've done recently that I'm proud of? So that would be something I think would be a great way to start with you following this channel, is to really just ask yourself that question. Then you're going to basically be able to talk in your phone and do a voice note. Actually, I'm going to play this with you right now. I think I'm going to do this. And then for those of you that are in the group for Capshow, we'll have you, I'll go ahead and, or maybe I'll do this next week. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this yet, but I want to show you how I'm able to then take that, put it into Capshow, and then have it pull out everything. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you this now. And actually, you're welcome to do this after this. But okay, so here we go. I'm going to be creating content right now. Okay, so what is something I've done recently that I'm proud of? This is exactly how you're going to do it. I'm really proud of myself because I recently did a TEDx talk a few weeks ago about how when you're with people who share your goal, you can achieve your goals a lot faster. And since the talk came out, I feel like I've been really connecting with people in an even cooler way because I have companies and organizations coming to me wanting me to help them with their leadership programs and help them create communities. I have a lot of other people that are also interested in different things. And so just by me putting myself out there, that's been something I've been really proud of. And what else am I proud of? I have a masterclass coming on Thursday. I'm really proud of myself for really just pushing forward, even though I didn't feel 100% ready and everything's sort of coming together now and being able to create the space. I'm really proud of myself because just right before this, I was celebrating 2 people that I helped them do their virtual events where they had a bunch of people show up to them and they're really excited. And not only that, but they got to be able to have kind of like they were able to identify what their own zone of genius was with the people that went. And that just felt really good to be able to do that. And so what else am I proud of? I'm proud to be here. I'm so excited. Deidre and Bona are amazing. And I love being able to work with them and collaborate and having them be okay. I even told Bona, because we did a lot of planning sessions prior to this, and I'm like, it might be a little messy because I knew it was new tech, and I'm like, I'm not exactly sure how it's going to go, but I really wanted to do this live because I feel like in order to create the best content and to unleash your content beast, you have to be able to do something live because otherwise you're going to get in your head and it's really easy to question your content and it's really easy to say, oh, is it really good enough? And so when you're able to do things live, you're able to move so fast. So I'm just really proud of myself that I was, number one, open to saying that to Bona when I felt like, because they're so organized at Capshow, very systematic. I even have a Notion board and everything's all systemized. Bona even met with me right before. And then still, it's messy. And I'm just glad that I asked her that before because she was okay with me being myself because that's what's going to help you guys create the best content, which I love that alignment with Capshow is like being who we are to our core is really what we want in community. And so, okay, so that's my voice note. That's what I'm proud of. So that was 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put that into Capshow. I kind of want to do it now, but it's new tech. I'm going to be doing this as we go. Capshow's not new, but Ecamm's new for me. And even though it's great, I just don't know if I want to do it today. But I will be making a note because I'll be learning how to share my screen and all this fun stuff with you guys. It's going to be fun because you get to see me kind of figure this out. And then hopefully you'll be playing and experimenting too. And maybe we'll be learning together is what my wish would be for this whole experience. And so I'm going to upload it into Capshow later and you could see it. And then what it turns into, because basically what happens is you get these like amazing conversation starters and this like kind of like this series of content that you can get created, newsletters and all different kinds of stuff. So that's an example of what you're going to do. I'm looking to see if I'm able to share my screen. I'm not, it's okay. That's an example of what you'll be able to do with being able to create content is by asking yourself a simple question. You're going to be able to basically create content, right? Because you're just recording it, you're putting it into something like Capshow, and then it creates this beautiful content piece. And right now what I'm doing is I'm drawing my comfort circles for you because if you're not there yet where you're able to go live, a lot of times you might shut yourself down and you might think, okay, I can't go live, so I'm going to not do anything. And that's where so many people get stuck. I see this over and over again. We're stuck because we're thinking we can't do the exact thing that we want to do, right? And so what I like to do is tell people that instead of getting stuck for years, why don't we just meet you right where you are and actually get started. So, and that's what happens with a lot of people. You're seeing someone doing something really cool, right? And you're here and they're here and you're thinking that you have to go this whole distance in order to make it happen, right? But no, you're actually meeting them right here. Like if you meet yourself right here and then you take a step and then you could take another step and then you're able to go. And that's what this comfort circle does. So I'm so glad that we have this as the first episode because you guys are going to see where this ends up going by the end. And I'm going to have all the little flashing lights and all this stuff figured out. but like I feel like you need to see the really messy in order for it to really hit that it doesn't matter. We don't, like if you think about Joe Rogan when he first started his podcast, it was audio only. It was really messy. If he didn't give himself permission to do that, he wouldn't be doing what he is now. And so the point is a lot of times we see these people that we're like looking at and they're like, you see them where they are. You don't ever think that they started somewhere. And that limits us because we're waiting until we're like them, right? But we don't have to. We just need to do this comfort circle framework. So the first step with the comfort circle is we're just typing our content. So this is the first way that we're able to get ourselves out of our head. So if you can't go live yet, then you could start by typing. So you would ask yourself that question. Start with, what is something I've done recently that I'm proud of? And here's the thing about this dare. I do dares with my stuff. And so this one dare, you could do it over and over again every day. And you've got content for years just with this one thing and saying what you're proud of. And, you know, it's not just content, right? Like, why don't we do this in our life? Like, it's such an amazing way to be able to like celebrate ourselves for the things that we've done. And so you could type it out. Then the second layer is to audio record. See the circle? You have audio record. And then the third one is to video record. So I did the audio recording, right? I could also do it on video. And then you're going live. So there's another circle from there. And so that's where you're able to pretty much do this over and over again, and where the content becomes a beast, because when you're able to ask yourself a question and you could answer it messy, then you're like able to take it and do a million different things out of it, because all you're doing is basically uploading that recording now into something like Capshow, and it pulls out literal magic. Like I did a venting voice note. So I learned this system when I was going through a really hard time. I had gotten divorced a few years later. I exited my business. I went to a staffing company for 20 years, and I was just going through a really hard time. So I had a holistic coach I was working with. I had a therapist, and then I had a business consultant. So I had 3 people that were like doing things with me. And I kept sending these like voice messages to them saying like, this is happening and I don't know why this happened and blah, 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 you know, right? Like whenever we have something going on, we're basically doing all these things. And then I would basically then text it to them and say, and basically say like, I need help with this, right? Then they would send it back to me, give me this like micro session coaching and basically have me look at it in a different way. One day, what happened was I recorded this venting voice note. That's what I call it now. I would record it and I was like, wait a minute. I don't even have to send this anymore. I already feel better. So that's one thing, is when you're looking at it not as content, but you're looking at it as you being able to actually process your emotions and get the thoughts out of your head. There's something so freeing about that in your life that it literally creates this like magic in your mind, because it's no longer stuck. You actually are able to be expansive and start even thinking of your dreams. And that leads into when I did this with my business consultant, where I hired someone for a short amount of time. It's a friend of mine that actually ran my mastermind years ago. And I basically sent him all of my dreams on a voice message. I do this a lot. My mind is like a water hose. So I basically was like, this is what I'm dreaming about. And I would basically say like, I really want to do this. I really want to do that. And then I had this moment where I said, dream, Stacey, dream. And all of a sudden I had a whole nother access point that came out. And he was the one that noticed it, because I texted it to him and he was like, wow, I really love how you said dream, Stacey, dream, because it pulled it more out of you. And that's where the magic is, you guys, because we are the content. We have it. It's our emotions, it's our thoughts, it's our reflections. It's like any event that you go to, any experience that you have. Watching this video is a reflection. Like, how did you feel watching me totally messing up in the beginning? And then, I don't know if pulling it together is the right word, because I still don't exactly know how it's landing in terms of like where things are, but I'm gonna figure it out. And then knowing that like eventually you will get to be part of this process together, like seeing the evolution of it. And that's what you get to do. You get to give people the gift, right, of figuring it out as you go by you just even getting to know yourself through you being able to share your reflections. So that's the first kind of like step with being able to unleash your content beast, is just getting the thoughts out of your head, having some kind of processing tool that you're able to use for it. And then the second thing I would say is just having a question that you can ask yourself. And I love the what is something you've done recently that you're proud of question, because I mean, we should be doing that even if we're not doing content, right? So that's something you can do over and over again. And then the third step is now you need a tool to be able to take that recording, and put it into some kind of order. And so you could either use something to transcribe it, right, and then pull things out, or you could use something like Capsho, which is an amazing tool, and that's what I love to use as well, for you to be able to then organize it into anything you want. And that's where I was going with it. I once did a venting voice note after something happened with something, just personal to me. I did a venting voice note. It ended up pulling out a newsletter that I put on LinkedIn. And I did my first LinkedIn newsletter using the same framework. And so it was really amazing. So that's really the first way that you're going to be able to unleash your content beast, is to be able to get those emotions out, process them, and then have a tool to be able to then put it into magic. So I'm excited to be on this journey with you. And then the other thing I would say is what I said in the beginning, which is being open to just not being perfect, right? And so what I'm saying to you is actually not even having you go live yet, unless you're wanting to go live, but like you just start with just processing it with your phone, but also just knowing that you're just like, there's no, what is the worst that's going to happen, if you're just getting your thoughts out of your head, right? Or if you're being able to connect with different people. And that's actually the other really cool thing about what is something you've done recently that you're proud of. It's not only something that you can ask yourself, it's actually content that you can use to ask other people that question. I've done street interviews. They're on YouTube. My YouTube is Do the Thing Formula. But basically asking people this question. I went to Paris, I went to London, I went to New York, and basically just went up to strangers on the street and asked them what's something recently that you've done that you're proud of. And that's actually where I got the idea for my TEDx talk. Was it basically came through these interviews and me testing it on these different Facebook groups, and the idea of my people came up, and it came from literally just talking to people on the street. And so by having these like kind of prompts that you're able to ask yourself, you're opening up the space for conversation, not only with yourself, but also with other people. So that's also really, really exciting. And what else do I want to tell you guys? So I am also really excited about you learning this idea of going live, because that's when you're able to unleash it. So I would say, so I'm going to see you guys next month. So before then, what I would do is really start to like think, if you are not going live yet, I would sort of practice going live in different groups. I have a group, it's dothethingcollaboration.com. You're welcome to go live in there anytime you want, so it's not going on Instagram. You could go live in the Capsho group as well, and be able to really already start to feel like you're able to get the thoughts out of your head, but not feel like you have to double check your content. And so that would be another thing that I would suggest, is already finding like a safe space that you're able to just do that, right? Do the thing, I guess, is what they say. So, all right, well, I think that's the way to unleash your content beast, is to, number one, take your phone, ask yourself the question, what is something you've done recently that you're proud of? Answer the question, say it out loud, and then from there, put that into content. For those of you that are using Capsho, I think there's a 14-day trial that you'll see in the body of this YouTube video that you'll be able to look at and sign up for. 1 second here. Let me just double check here. Just make sure here. Yeah, that you'll be able to sign up for that. You could test it out. For those of you that don't have it, for those of you that do, you're welcome to use it and then upload it into the Facebook group afterwards and show us what came out of it. I can't wait to do mine. I'm going to actually do it right afterwards. And so perfect. So great. I'm going to do mine afterwards, and I'm going to put it in the Cap Show group and show you what came out of it. Cause I can't wait, because I actually forgot that I've had so many things that I could be proud of. So, all right, you guys, well, I'm excited to be doing this with you. Perfect. Yeah. So go ahead and check out Cap Show. For those of you that aren't on there yet, you have a 2-week trial. I'm excited to see what you're able to create with it. And again, ask yourself that question. What is something you've done recently that you're proud of? Should I give you a dare? Okay, I'm going to dare you. So I dare you. Okay, you're going to record in any way that you can record. Remember the comfort circle? So for those of you that are already comfortable going live, you're going to go live in the Cap Show group. I think it's allowed. We'll find out. We're figuring this out. I promise it's going to be really good as this goes on. And then for those of you that aren't ready yet, oh, you know what? Actually, no, we're going to do it differently. I'm sorry, because I want you to use Cap Show. So you'll actually record it on your phone. You're going to say, what is something you've done recently that you're proud of? Like what I did earlier. And then upload a post of what you did from that into the Cap Show group. So that would be the dare, is post in the group and say what came out of Cap Show. So that would be amazing. All right. So looking forward to getting to know you guys. I promise this will get better as it goes. I'm actually really excited that this was a messy first episode, because that is how you unleash your content beast, is you're just giving yourself permission to just be who you are, and just know that the people that want to follow you and want to be a part of your world are going to fall in love with that, and they're going to stay with you. So that's where the movements get created. That's where the communities get ignited. That's where the conversations are happening. So, all right, you guys, do the thing. Don't wait for opportunity. Create it.